This is Biology for Grade 12. Produced by Tigray Education Bureau. Transmitted by Dimtsi Weyane Tigray National and FM radio satellites and social media. And also FM Maqala 104.4.
Hello students, this is Biological Science for Grade 12. Presented by Petros Tamasgan. Students, please stay at home so as to control COVID-19 and study your lessons. Lesson 2, Unit 4, Evolution. At the end of this lesson, you are able to 1. Explain evolution. 2. Describe and compare some of the different theories that seek to explain the origin of life on Earth. Students, I told you to refer about evolution. Have you referred it? If so, can you define the word evolution? What is evolution? The answer is, evolution is a change in genetic composition of a population over successive generations. It is caused by meiosis, hybridization, natural selection, and mutation. They cause genetic variation. Theories of evolution. There are 5 main theories of the origin of life on Earth. Students, can you name or mention them? These are special creationism, spontaneous generation, eternal of life, Cosmosian theory, and biochemical origin. Special creationism. Students, what does the word creation imply? Special creation is a theory claiming that the different forms of life on Earth were created by a supreme being or supernatural force. NB. There are many different versions of special creationism linked with religions. These include young Earth creationism, old Earth creationism, day age and gap age creationism. Students, for further understanding, please refer page 173 of your textbook. Spontaneous generation. Students, how does spontaneous generation seek to explain life on Earth? Spontaneous generation suggests that life can evolve spontaneously from non-living matter. Example: people believed that rotting meat turned into flies, and that wine produces bacteria as it went sour. Students, do you agree with these explanations? If your response is no, you are correct, as because flies only appeared in the meat when flies had access in the first place and laid eggs that hatched into larvae of flies. The white worms on rotten meat were the larvae or maggots of flies. This was proved by Francisco Redi. Wine got sour if microorganisms were allowed to enter. This was proved by Louis Pasteur. NB. Louis Pasteur finally disproved the theory of spontaneous generation, or abiogenesis. Students, finally, these two scientists showed that living organisms can only arise from pre-existing organisms, disproving the theory of spontaneous generation. Students, for further understanding, please refer Redi's and Pasteur's experiment on page 174 and 175 respectively. Eternity of life. Students, what does the term eternity mean? Eternity of life stated that there is no beginning and no end to life on earth. It always existed. It neither needs special creation, nor does it need to be generated from non-living matter. Students, supporters of this theory believed that life is an inherent property of the universe and has always existed, as has the universe. The cosmosant theory. Students, according to this theory, life has reached this planet Earth from other cosmological structures, such as meteorites, in the form of highly resistant spores. This idea was supported by Richer 1865 and Arrhenius 1908. This theory is strongly linked to the eternity of life. NB. Cosmosian theory claims that life on Earth originally came from elsewhere in the universe, probably from another planet. Students, for further explanation, please refer page 176. Biochemical theory. Students, the current idea we have about how life may have evolved on Earth is as a result of biochemical reactions. Biochemical theory owed to two biologists. First, Alexander Oparin, a Russian biologist who first forwarded his idea in 1924. And second, John Haldane, an English biologist independently put forward almost identical ideas in 1929. They both suggested that 1. The primitive atmosphere of the Earth was a reducing atmosphere with no free oxygen, as opposed to the oxygen-rich atmosphere of Earth. 2. There was an appropriate supply of energy, such as UV light. And 3. This would provide the energy for reactions that would synthesize a wide range of organic compounds, such as amino acids, sugars, and fatty acids. Keywords. Biochemical theory suggested that life on Earth originated as a result of a number of biochemical reactions, producing organic molecules which are associated to form cells. Students, for further understanding, have a look at figure 4.8, page 178. Stanley Miller's spark discharge experiment. How did the atmosphere evolve on Earth? The different organisms appeared about 4 billion years ago were prokaryotes, Prokaryotes. They had no true nucleus. They seem likely had RNA than DNA as their genetic material. They seem likely that they gave rise to 3 distinct lines of evolution, leading to A. Archaeobacteria. They are prokaryotes including thermophilic sulfobacteria, methanobacteria, and halophilic bacteria. Eubacteria, or true bacteria. They are prokaryotes, ordinary bacteria, and cyanobacteria, or blue-green bacteria, and sometimes known as blue-green algae. Eukaryotes. Eukaryotes eventually evolving into protoctistans or protists, fungi, plants, and animals. Students, here are some review questions. Please listen to the following questions and try to answer them. Question number 1. What is evolution? What is evolution? The answer is, evolution is the change in genetic composition of a population over successive generations. Question number 2. What are the 5 theories of evolution? What are the 5 theories of evolution? The answer is special creationism, spontaneous generation, eternity of life, cosmosan theory, biochemical origin. Question number 3. What is special creation theory? What is special creation theory? The answer is, special creation theory is a supreme being is believed to have created life or directs its creation and evolution. Students, for the next lesson, please refer the theories of evolution proposed by Jean-Baptiste Lamarck and Charles Darwin. This is all what we have for today. Till we meet in the next session, goodbye everyone. Goodbye.